We thought you might bring up some popcorn or something.
At least some water.
Yeah.
The second half.
But no deal. Here's Peterson with it. He gets it over to Chambers. Chambers head fake. Now a ball fake down the lane. He's trying to pump it up in there, and the shot's good.
Donnie Chambers.
That was a very determined play, John.
Yeah, they really got it inside the paint, and very in control there, and a good quick two for Donnie, who struggled that first half with those fouls.
Fitzgerald answers the other way. His was a lot easier to come by. Chambers really had to work for his. Fitzgerald, a little pull-up jumper, an uncontested one, I'll say it that.
Yeah, we're having a hard time of stopping that dribble penetration, and that's really causing our breakdown there inside the paint.
Coomer off the board, good. Nice move, and a foul.
By Josh Coomer.
Well, Josh Coomer trying to bounce back tonight after a big night against Crothersville, and then he really struggled in the Scottsburg game, but he's got 11 here in this one.
That was a nice penetration there, and hopefully to connect on this three-point play for the Eagles.
Coomer going to the free throw line. Josh Coomer, he made 42 of 44 free throws on the year last year, folks. That is phenomenal. He hit 29 in a row at one time. That's shooting. And the Eagles are now within 7. Here's a shot by Lilly way off the mark. He missed so badly nobody could get the rebound. And now here's Fitzgerald, finally stripped away by Peterson. Right side of Chambers, pulls up, down the lane, off the board, no good. Coomer with a follow and no good, and Coomer's going to go right back to the line. Nice effort by Josh Coomer.
Yeah, it really was, and all 5 white jerseys were in there on that rebound, and I'm sure that's what Coach Hahn told him at halftime. We have to have second chances. We got to crash the board and challenge those shots inside.
What worked so well for Donnie Chambers last week's not working for him tonight.
No, they're really clogging that lane up when he's trying to drive that ball in. He's going to have to start looking for those on the kick out when he dribbles in there.
Shot by Coomer is no good. He missed one against Scottsburg the other night too.
Yes, he did.
Maybe I need to quit talking about what he did last year. Maybe I'm the jinx here. He nails that one. What do you think, Dave? Think I am? But the Eagles are within 6 at 33-27. Benedetti over to Fitzgerald. Back to Benedetti. He got away with the travel, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Here's Holland.
Nice defense there by Coomer. Come from behind, knock the ball out. The Eagles are have possession.
And now Coomer out front to Derek Eldridge. Down low, it's knocked away and stolen away by Providence. And then a foul on Josh Coomer.
Foul for Austin 21, Josh Coomer, his second. Team foul number 1.
Mike, something I really like about this new coach, Coach Hahn, he's always instructing the players on the bench to preparing them for when they go in, what they need to do and how to achieve it.
Here's Miller with it.
That's by Max McCright.
So McCright scores on the other end, his first 2 of the night. The Pioneers back up by 8, 35-27. Here's Peterson, right side to Coomer. Coomer looks, fires, no good. Rebound, McCright. And here's Miller. Out front, McCright, long-range bomb, wide open, good. 2 things the Eagles got to do right now, John. They got to get Jeremy Holland involved on the offensive end, and they got to contest those wide open shots that Providence has been shooting this period.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time this half that they've had a wide open shot with no one in their face. And also Holland down here in this other end, he has to get involved. He's been out on that wing several times here. He's just got to get in there and be involved in the plays.
And then Peterson trying to go down there, and he's out of bounds. So it's 38-27, an 11-point Providence lead. I'm a little bit surprised with that.
Well, Jeremy Holland hasn't had a shot since the first quarter.
Here's Miller, good. And again, as John pointed out, Dave, it's that penetration that's just killing the Eagles. And he penetrated all the way down to the red square off the free throw lane that time and pulled up and shot the little shot. Here's Coomer back to a 13-point Providence lead. A lot of time left, though, folks. Over 12 and a half minutes left in the game. Holland makes the basket.
That was, I didn't know that lob was going to make it there from Donnie Chambers. But the last couple of times down, they tried to get him the ball. That time he was successful.
Benedetti on the other one. He tried to reconfigure the backboard with Allen, but it's an 11-point game. Holland, long-range bomb, no good. That was his first three-pointer of the year. Here's Eldridge on the baseline, no good, and a rebound of Providence. Boy, a lot of banging going on inside.
It's been a physical game, and the referees have let him play.
Here's Miller. Miller with it left side. Over to McCright. Shot up, good. That was Lilly.
They're killing Eagles on that little red box.
It's that penetration and
movement, Michael. Providence was coming from the weak side to the strong side on that red box a lot, too. Now, they got a guy in front, behind, and everybody on Jeremy Holland, and they lucked out and got it to him. They're trying to go to him because, you know, he hasn't had a shot or he hasn't been involved in offense. But that was a difficult pass to get through there, and Jeremy caught it and got fouled. He's going to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Jeremy Holland.
so Holland will go to the free throw line with 7 points on the night. And he missed that one.
Substitution for Austin, 43, Jacob Barker, 10, Don Thomas. Providence, 31. And Coos, number 5, Matt Miller.
This is Jeremy's 6th attempt at the free throw line, so, you know, he's on schedule to get about 10 shots there. But the Eagles really struggled in that second quarter with only 1 field goal.
Holland nails that one, his 8th point of the night. And it's 42-30. And we're under 4 minutes here in the third period. And the Eagles in somewhat of a press, looked like, picking up anyway, full court man-to-man maybe. Here's Lilly, rejected by Holland. Eldridge runs it down in the corner. Nice defense by Holland.
It's his second block shot of the night.
Here's Connor. Connor trying to direct traffic out front. It's Connor, Parker, Chambers, Eldridge, and Holland for the Eagles. That is a small group, folks, with the exception of Holland. Chambers, good.
Basket by Donnie Chambers.
Chambers has 6.
It's the same thing he did against Scottsburg, where he just come in there and muscled it in there.
42-32, and a whistle and a foul on Jeremy Holland.
He was not set, and he tried to draw that foul.
13, Jeremy Holland, his second. Team foul number 2. In the line for Providence, 43, Matt Golan.
Difficult for him to get set that far out on the floor to draw that charge, too, against the guard.
Shot by Miller is good, just inside the arc.
Miller.
He's got 22 on the night.
Uses his offhand so well, too. He comes in with a left-hand dribble, then penetrated and pulled out.
There's a steal. Benedetti, layup on the other end, good.
Basket by Justin.
And he's got 11, and just like that, it's back up to a 14-point Providence lead.
When you have a turnover like that, it's a straight layup the other end. It will kill you.
Down low they go to Holland. He spins, he works, he fires, no good. And the rebound fought for, and Providence has got it. And here come the Pioneers. Miller again. Now Benedetti head fake. They say he traveled this time as he tried to drive down the lane.
It was a good move on his part, but he just traveled. He got bumped by Donnie Chambers, who's going to come out of the game for a second. Donnie came over to draw, help with the defense, and he run into him. You don't want to run into Donnie Chambers, Mike.
Nope.
He's one of the strongest kids we have on the team. (46-32), 14-point lead for Providence.
Connor has it, left side, and works it out front of Chambers. Chambers goes down, and I think they're going to call him for a travel. Things are not going well for the Austin Eagles at all.
No, he drove hard and lost his footing and lost the ball, then got it back and then lost it again, calling for travel.
I'm collecting all kinds of drinks back here, guys. I got a warm water and ice cold water and ice cold Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, and everybody else is taking what you have left over.
Fix me up with some cookies and I'm in.
Now for Austin on 14, Derek Eldridge.
2:04 to play here in the third period.
I thought you were still on your diet.
I am.
How much have you lost?
48 pounds.
Great.
You know, I'm surprised the Eagles, I thought they would come out, I thought they would be a little more intense than what they are tonight after playing well against Scottsburg last week. Now, Providence has had a lot to do with that. Providence has took a lot of things away from Austin this evening.
Yes, they have. Their defense is very aggressive, Mike. And the Eagles have handled the ball poorly. I don't know if it's because of the defense or, you know, making poor judgments. Jeremy Holland and Donnie Chambers did not have the big games that they had against Scottsburg, too. As you know, those two guys have to score for the Eagles to win.
Here's Miller. Down in the corner. Right side, he's working it, fires it off to, and what have we got here? An offensive foul?
Charge.
He went over to Combs, who had 4 points back in the first half.
Now for Providence on 31, Brad Coombs. His second, team foul number 4. 3 in the ballgame for Providence, number 3, Stephen Miller.
You know, I noticed one of our kids, Tyler Combs, got hurt in the warm-ups of the varsity game this evening. I don't know if you picked up on that or not, but they actually, I think he limped off pretty well here in the warm-ups. Did you see that, John?
John said I think he turned his ankle on the layup.
Here's Derek Eldridge in the corner. And he works it out to Donald Connor. And a whistle. And the foul is on Austin, I believe.
No, I think it's on the blue.
Okay.
Fighting for position there. It could have went either way probably, but Donnie ended up with the benefit of the doubt there, because that would have been a huge foul on him. It would have been 4.
And 45, John Smith.
We're down to 1:03 left in the quarter, so 9:03 left in the ball game. And the Eagles keep digging actually it's Providence that's digging this hole for Austin. 14-point lead for the Pioneers.
They have played very hard.
Yes, they have. Here's Coomer. Coomer's got it. He works it right side over to Parker. Parker, long-range bomb, it wouldn't go. And the rebound fought for on the floor, loose. And, man, they got rough in there.
Yeah, it did. Donnie and 223s going at it inside there.
Substitution for Austin, number 4, Derek Blackburn.
It's going to give him a little rest now. Going to have a towel to sweep up the perspiration on this last offensive rebound and defensive down there. Derek Blackburn entered the game. Senior.
Number 4 for the Eagles.
Josh Smith in there for the Eagles. Parker, 43, the freshman. Eldridge, 14. And Josh Coomer, 21.
And here comes Providence. That's Fitzgerald. Down low they go. Inside, and the basket's good. That was Combs scoring the basket, his 6th point of the night, and again, dribble penetration.
The Eagles' press is not working very well tonight, and they're just going down and, like you say, they're doing a good job of reading what they're doing, their press breaker, and they've done very successful breaking the press and getting easy shots.
That's Combs now going to the line, and he's trying to put his team up by 17, and he couldn't do it, and the rebound comes off to Austin. It's Josh Coomer getting it across the half-court line with 35 seconds to play, third period. Out front to Parker. Over to Derek Eldridge. Eldridge looks low. Now fires it out front to Josh Coomer. And Coomer with it right side. And they say he 5 seconds, or
I don't think I agree with that, but they gave him a 5-second
Yep, they sure
closely
did.
guarded play.
well, that was not that close, really.
No, and
I've seen them get by with a lot
especially when he drove towards the basket there at the end.
Right. I've seen him get by with being guarded a lot closer in no call. We're down to 15 in period number 3. And a whistle and a foul on Eldridge.
Providence is very, very quick. The Eagles are having a hard time staying with them. 15 foul for both teams now. 13 seconds left in the quarter.
Here's Miller. Down to 10 seconds. Miller with it left side against Eldridge. He works it, fires it out front of McCrite. McCrite working. Here's a long shot, Lilly, and it is no good, but a foul on the play. And it's going to be on Josh Smith, and it's going to put Matt Lilly to the free throw line for the Pioneers, and that is not what Ron Hahn wanted.
It's not to play the end third quarter. 48 to 32.
Actually, it's going to be Jonathan Lilly. He's going to get a chance to shoot 3 free throws.
Providence 23, Jonathan Lilly.
Jonathan Lilly on the way, no good. No harm yet. He's got 2 more though. Eyes it, and again no good.
Maybe you are a good jinx.
Yeah, there you go.
For Providence 33, J.J. McDonald.
So he's got one opportunity to convert at least one of these 3, and he is way short on that one. He got worse as he kept on shooting. I know a lot of guys like that. We got 1 second to play here.
There's more pressure to hit the next one.
And the Eagles trying to get it in. Eldridge fires from the length of the floor, and it hits the top of the backboard and goes out of bounds. But the Austin Eagles are faced with the challenge of a big comeback. They trail 48 to 32 after 3. And you're watching Austin Eagles basketball on the Scott County Community Channel.
The tax office, located at 155 South Meridian Street in Scottsburg, Indiana. Your one-stop shop for all your tax and accounting needs. Owner Mark Whittemore is there to assist you with all of your individual needs, from bookkeeping services to payroll to individual and small business tax preparation. The tax office, located at 155 South Meridian Street in Scottsburg. Stop by or phone Mark Whittemore at 812-752-3003. The tax office, the quicker you come in, the quicker you come in to cash.
Providence 8 out of 12 the last quarter, Mike. 7 out of 8 from the 2-point line and 1 out of 4 from the 3. And just like you said, dribble penetration, beating the press, and being in and working their offense to be in the right position to get a high percentage shot. The Eagles were 4 out of 11 for the quarter. They were 4 out of 9 from the 2 and 0 for 3 from the 3. Eagles had 5 turnovers in that quarter, and Providence had 2. So Providence shooting that well. It'd be tough for the Eagles to come back.
Here's Chambers. He's going to try and get it in. He does so in the backcourt to Coomer. The Eagles have a lot of ground to make up here in this quarter. Down by 16. Right side to Eldridge. Eldridge has it on the far side, and now right out front to Chambers. Left side, Coomer looking. Still looking, trying to get it down low to Holland, and he couldn't do it. And now Chambers at the top of the key. Over to Coomer. Coomer. Eldridge down the lane, fires, and it hits the side of the backboard, and it's no good, and Providence has control of the basketball. Not a good start for the Eagles here in the fourth quarter.
Looked like he had a wide open lane to it, and then Providence came over and helped out and stopped him and blocked the shot.
And guess who answered on the other end? Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller.
He's got 24 points. He is only 8 points from matching Austin's total team output here this evening. He's got 24. The Eagles with only 32. Here's Coomer down low to Chambers.
Donnie got away with a push off, and then he threw the ball away.
And who is that with the steal? It's Miller. Shot blocked. Coomer got a block, and now Eldridge on a run on the other end. Eldridge pulls up, and a whistle and a foul on Providence. And the Providence fans do not like that call at all. You like it, John? That was a bad call. Yep.
Team foul number 6.
Oh, it had to be good.
14, Eric Eldridge.
Two honest guys and one homer up here. Here's Eldridge. It is no good, and the Eagles' struggles continue not only from the field but at the free throw line. But they had to stop play on that one. Everybody went for the rebound. The official walks in and says he's got one more.
You know, some referees know the game better than they see the game, so that's not always a problem.
Second free throw, no good. And I think we have a lane violation on the Austin Eagles, so it would not counted. No, we got a foul on the play.
Foul on the rebound. See, he's not a homer.
45, Josh Smith, his second. Team foul
Well, I wasn't talking about the official being a homer.
Oh, you're talking about John.
No.
Okay,
I think that trip down at halftime's done something to you, Dave. You're not the same after you got your plaque and you came back up.
That's right. Mom and Dad, I talked to them, and they said, whoa. Wasn't as big as Dan's plaque, though.
Free throw is no good, and it's tapped out front. Coomer on a run and a lot of contact, and they say an offensive foul on Coomer. I don't agree with that one either. Wow. Just as much as John and I didn't agree with the other one, well, I sure don't agree with that one.
I think he was set. If we had replay, you'd see that. We got a T.
We get a T?
Great so.
Who on?
Well, the coach.
Well, that's okay. He needs to get them fired up. Maybe that's the spark that we need right there.
That's exactly right.
Couldn't pick a better time for a tee. You couldn't have planned it any better.
When you're down 18, it's a good time to change the mold.
Yep, that's exactly right. So it's Benedetti at the free throw line. And it is no good.
That was third foul on Josh Coomer also, Mike.
This is not the technical here, is it?
Yes.
It is? He nails that one. So he's got 12.
Substitute for Austin, 31, Tyler Peterson.
Coach got the technical on the trip down the floor. It was a player control foul, and they were going to take the ball out underneath.
It's been a disappointing performance by the Eagles up to this point. But they can make it right here, down by 19 with 6:47 to play. But it's going to be awful tough now, fellas.
Yes, it is. With their quickness, Eagles have gone into some kind of 2-3 and looks like a trap out of it.
Miller right side over to Benedetti. We'll try to take a look at that Austin defense again. Lilly with it. Bounce pass back out front. Benedetti has to run it down. Lobs it down to McCrite. And now he fires it back out to Miller. He pulls up left side. And here's a shot by Lilly. No good. But Providence controls the rebound. And a foul on Austin.
That's kind of a foolish foul that far out.
If you go back to the Scottsburg game, fellas, and the rebounding was a real problem for the Eagles down the stretch. It was those kind of rebounds right there that did them in the Scottsburg game, and we're seeing it again here tonight.
Yes, those were all Scottsburg was basically on the free throw line.
Yep,
Mike.
but it was off of that high rebound.
Right, just like you say, kick back out, somebody slapped it, they come up with it. Give them credit, they come up with a loose ball.
And again,
Eagles are over the limit. They've had 10 fouls now, so Providence is shooting 2 at each time.
Free throw is good. And that was who on that free throw?
Number 3.
Miller?
Yes.
With 25 on the night. And here's a right side feed to Chambers. Chambers working, and he loses control of it, and then he grabs it back. Then he gets it over to Holland. Holland puts it up, no good. Holland with a follow, good, and a foul.
Basket good by Jeremy Holland.
So Jeremy Holland on the basket inside. He reaches double figures on that basket.
Going back to the free throw line.
Last 2 games, we've seen 2 good guards on the other team. Dustin Marshall and Kevin Miller here this evening.
Miller's played just as well as Marshall.
They are very comparable, aren't they?
Very quick, handle the ball, keep their head up well.
Holland nails that free throw. He's got 11. We're talking about Dustin Marshall of Scottsburg and Kevin Miller of the Pioneers tonight, who has 25 points. What did Marshall have? 24 against us last week?
I think you're right.
Here's Lilly, Jonathan Lilly out front with it. He had a rough ending to the third quarter when he missed 3 straight free throws with 1 second on the clock. The shot's no good, and a rebound to Austin. The Eagles down by 17. 5:45 to play. They need a bucket here. Over to Holland. Long-range bomb on the way. Get in there. Good. Well, Jeremy Holland with a 3. And he's got 14, and all of a sudden the Eagles are down by 14 at 52-38. It was 52-33 at one time. And we got a timeout by Providence. And that's a good timeout right there, but called by the Pioneers bench. 52-38, you're watching Austin Eagles basketball on the Scott County Community Channel.
Hancock's Drug Store has been locally owned and operated by pharmacists John Craig and Ron West for the past 24 years. They offer convenient hours and a personal touch with every prescription they fill. They offer UPS shipping, an up-to-date computer system, and the convenience of a drive-up window to assist parents when their children are ill. Hallmark cards and gifts, Purdue, IU, UK, and other college items. And don't forget our famous old-fashioned soda fountain, featuring the best homemade French fries around. That's Hancock's Drug Store in Cooney's Corner, Scottsburg.
Back with the Eagles behind 52-38 in the fourth quarter. 5:26 left, and the Eagles have got to mount a tremendous rally here to get back in this game, Mike. They dug themselves in a big hole in the second quarter with only 1 field goal, and now they're back into it. Eagles have their starting lineup in the game for this last part of this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Had to sign an autograph.
How much you pay him?
I didn't pay him.
Oh.
It's a Jimmy Turner. See him sitting over there? He wanted my autograph, so I signed it, and I'm sending it back over there.
Okay.
52-38. Eagles Eagles trail by 14. We wish the Eagles lead, but they don't. That autograph request has shook me up. 5:15 to play. Here's Miller, long-range bomb, trying to do the Eagles in, and it's no good, but McCrite controls the board, and again it's rebounding. And now that's Fitzgerald with it. Out front to Miller. Back over to Lilly. Lilly with it to Benedetti. Boy, Benedetti, he has a lot of fakes when he gets the basketball, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And the rebound of Jeremy Holland. So the Eagles can cut it to 12 here with a basket, or a three-pointer would actually cut it to 11. Here's Holland, long-range bomb. This time no good, and the rebound of Providence. He shot a running 3. He was off balance when he released it. And now McCrite's got it against Holland, and a whistle and a foul, I believe, on Holland.
Yeah. 51 tried to avoid the contact, but Jeremy just did not get set in time to get that charge. (52-38). Going to the free throw line, 2, because they're in the double bonus on each time the Eagles foul.
So here's McCrite at the free throw line, and it's just no good. So Providence, I think they're getting a little concerned with the fact that things aren't going very well for them here over the last minute and a half.
He's pulled out Miller to give him a little talk because he's out of the game right now.
I'm going to tell you what, I'd get him right back in. I wouldn't keep him out too long.
Providence is 1 for 7 on the free throw line this quarter.
Here's Coomer out front to Peterson. Now Eldridge, long-range bomb, and good. Derek Eldridge with a 3. And all of a sudden the Eagles have scored 8 straight and are down by 11, and a long way to go. 4:14 to play. Over to Fitzgerald. And Benedetti with it. Back to Fitzgerald. Got away with a travel. An obvious travel. And Providence has got it. Down to Lilly. Holland rejects it out of bounds. So the Eagles are starting to come together here.
Jeremy Holland's third block. He's brought the crowd back into it with that swat away. And as you said, Miller's back in the game on the next dead ball. Big block. Maybe it can get a lot of fire under the Eagles. Referee stopping a little